All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome to CubeFit Energize Your Day. It's time to get moving, shake off that the sleep from overnight and start getting moving and get those juices flowing, right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. You can see I already have been getting after it with some PT clients. We still have the rope out here today, and we're gonna start here just with some of the light movements that we do. Do know that we're going to do a lot of dynamic movements here today, so you need a little bit of space around the ground. Okay, so what I want us to do first, just rotate, look over that shoulder to the right side, same thing to the left. Get those little clicks and crunches out of that cervical spine here this morning. Good, keeping those shoulders forward as we rotate. Nice, one more each side, going under control. And then we're just gonna go flexion, extension next. So you're nodding yes, and you're looking upward. Good, trying to maybe go a little bit further each rep here as we get through those little pops like I talked about. Good, one more all the way down. And then up, and then for the lateral portion here today, before we get into some more dynamic stuff, I just want us to hold this lateral flexion. So we're gonna go over, take that ear towards the shoulder, and then today I want you to try to get a little bit more range of motion or a little extra pull by using these fingertips. All right, and you're extending that ear towards the shoulder like we talked about. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, 1. Last little stretch for the neck and cervical spine, going that opposite direction. All right. Pretty noisy through the neck and shoulders and ankles in the morning with some of these clicks and cracks. It's good to get moving, work through all that good stuff. 2 and 1. Okay, so as promised, we're going to go into some dynamic movements now. Okay, so I just want you to first reach down before we get moving too much. Just reach down towards those toes here first, okay? So with this, you should be almost locked out through the knees. You don't have to lock out the knees, but we don't want a bunch of knee bend right here because we're trying to get into the hamstrings. We need length right there. How we get that is having some nice soft knees and then reaching down as far as you can. Maybe you only get to right here and you feel that stretch. That's fine. Push those hips back, reach down towards the ground. See how far you can take it. Main thing is that we're checking in with these hamstrings. I don't care how far you're reaching down. I want you to lengthen these muscles. Good, active reach here. Last few seconds. 2 and a 1. Good, we're slowly gonna come all the way back up. Feel all the portions of the spine as you slowly bring it back up. So lumbar in that lower, thoracic through that mid, and then that cervical spine that we just warmed up, okay? And then we're gonna do a lot of variations of these hamstring stretches here today. So next one, I want you to reach just as we did right there, okay? So reach all the way down. All right, and now you're gonna bend through the elbows right here, and then we're gonna get some rotation. So to this left side, good, slowly to the right side. And don't, if this rotation gets you into that knee bend a little bit, check in, reset. Make sure we're almost locked out through those knees. I'm feeling hip all the way down to that knee, even into that lower leg a little bit. Feels great. Good. One more rotation. And then one more time, slowly bringing it back up, checking in with all those vertebrae that run up. All 33 of those vertebrae. They all have an action. We have them for a reason. Okay. So again, we're going to reach down this time. When we do it, it's going to change a little bit. So we're reaching down, and now we're going to point the toes up a little bit more. So we're being a little bit more dynamic by adding this movement. So here we go. Reaching down. All right. And then whether you can touch your toes or not, you're coming up through this left side. Oh, man, you can really feel that, right? Up through the right side. And And I'm feeling from that ankle now all the way into that hamstring, okay? If you can reach all the way down, then yeah, pull it up. Nice. Showing some options here because everybody can reach down and touch their toes and sometimes not really get a lot out of it. Hopefully with these cues and variations, you can add a little something to your warm up, especially if you're doing TechMan Try and doing a lot more cardio than usual, like I am right now. Good. One more each side. All right, when we bring it up, now we're only going halfway up, half fold right here. So that means we're nice and flat through the back, close to parallel to the ground. I'm trying to be parallel to the ground right here, and we're just holding, creating that stability through the torso, through that midsection, really turning on these erectors through the low back. Good, holding strong right here. Don't need to move through those shoulders and arms quite yet. 2, 1, good. And then bring those shoulders up, squeeze the glutes as you come up. Awesome. Okay, so one more. Now we're gonna walk it out and go into an inchworm right here. Everybody's gonna be so loose in this backside of their legs here as you go out through the rest of your day. So I want you to reach down first, okay? Reach down just like we have been. Should have a little extended range of motion now that we're a little bit looser, and we're gonna walk out forward now into this inchworm. You're gonna get into a high plank, so it looks like you're doing a push-up. I want you to hold that for 1, 2, 3 count, and then you're walking. You push those hips back up and walk those hands back towards the feet. All right. If you struggle with this one, struggle keeping your legs straight with this one, don't worry about it. Just keep them as straight as possible for as long as possible. They may have to bend as you get closer, like this. May have to bend as you get closer to those feet. That's all right. Reset once you get here. Reach down, continue. Not counting reps, just going for time. Getting the full body moving now. Good. Okay, last one. Inchworm. Reach it out. High plank. 3, 2, 1. Push those hips back. Good. Hands to those feet and then halfway up again. All right. So we're parallel. One more time. This time, what I want you to do is row all the way up. So you're bringing those elbows up. I'm moving through the shoulders. So I'm actively dropping those shoulders, protracting down towards the ground, and then retracting all the way up and squeezing. Nice muscle activation through the upper body now. To lengthen through the lower body. A few more reps. 3, 2, and 1, and then push those hips forward, fully reset up top. Awesome. Okay, I'm feeling good. I got a little sweat going. Now, the next thing that we want to do is get into the hips a little bit, lots of lower body. If you have a wall or a chair or something like that that you can back up to, that's perfect. If you don't, we don't necessarily need it. Okay, so I'm going to use this right here. All right, and I'm going to have my hips right in that crease right there, okay? I want you to bring your feet together and then just push them straight out as far as you can while the bottoms of your feet are together. Now I want you, again, we're gonna forward fold, reach down. All right, or reach forward, I should probably say now. Feel the outside of those glutes turn on, moving from the hamstrings to those big glute muscles. And then just reach forward as much as possible. It was feeling really good for me, selfishly. I know it's good for y'all, but I worked on my row swim leg of the TechMan Try yesterday. Got 6,000 meters in. Felt really good. Just got some music that I was into, jammed out, knocked it out. All right, everybody. You can come all the way back up. And now this is where that feedback is going to really come in handy from whatever is behind you, if you're using it. If not, then you're just trying to be as upright as possible as we do this next one, okay? So we bring those feet now still together, bottom of those feet still together. and you breathe them in towards the hips as much as possible, okay, while keeping our posture. So how far in can you get them? That's your own challenge. It's okay if it's not as close as me. Just feel that stretch through these hip adductors, okay? Next level to this, if you want to add some more tension, push down on those knees while staying nice and upright. And that's a whole new world, everybody. So if you're there, go ahead and do that. You can see my chin is tucked, so I'm not hanging out in space like this, in alignment with the rest of the spine. And now I just want you to take some deep breaths here. Perfect position to do so. Breathe into that diaphragm. And then let all that air go. I'm gonna be quiet for like 20 seconds and let you focus on your breathing. In and out. Good, 5 more seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, and release it. Okay, that was really nice. So go ahead and push those feet forward for me. All right, and then I'm just gonna scoot forward because we've done lots of mobility work here this morning. I wanna get into some activation work as well. All right, so let's go all the way flat back, down on the ground, and we're gonna move through these legs to turn on the abdomen here. Before you move through the legs at all, push that mid and low back down into the ground, and we're gonna go into a dead bug variation, all right? Not gonna bring in the upper body here this morning. So we just want those knees at hip level, both of them right here, and then you're gonna extend out the right leg, extend out with the left leg while keeping that mid back down on the ground. If you extend out, all right, so you can start your reps right now. If you extend out and then there's space right here, then just keep this leg bent and then extend down with the bent leg, extend down with the bent leg. If that's still not working for you, keep this hollow hold right here and then just push that abdomen into the ground. Whichever one is working for you, just make sure that you're feeling that midsection turn on. That's the main goal. I don't care what tool we use, again, just got to get everything fixed up. Awesome. Last 10 seconds. Come on, you got this. Whether you're holding or moving through that lower body. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. You can drop those feet here this time. All right. We're going to shift our knees to the right side. Again, moving dynamically. Those feet are on the ground. You just twist, kind of pivot with those feet, and then shift those knees to the left side. Shoulders, rib cage, all of that extended is still on the ground. Just getting a little hip shift here, keeping those feet down, rotating. Feeling the front portion of my hips. Get a big stretch right there. Feels good. I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow in an airplane, so I'm making sure that these hips are taken care of before and after that. You can get a little cranky if you're seated too much, small spaces. Good. All right, last one. Excellent. Okay, one more time with our activation work for core and one final stretch. Let's finish up strong with both of these. Whichever one worked for you before, that's what you're doing now. Either deadlift with straight leg, dead bug with straight leg, dead bug with bent leg, or hollow hold right here. Go ahead and start moving or start holding. Pushing into the ground. I like checking in with my core right here and making sure that I feel that tension, feel those muscles stiffening. Good, push into that ground for 10 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, And a 1, good, release. Final thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna hold now up into a bridge. We get that hip extension right here by holding this bridge, and we also get a little bit more glute activation. That's why we're finishing strong right here. Just a nice hold. Gripping that ground, pushing into the ground with your heels. Good. Those same breaths that we were doing before when I was quiet for about 20, 30 seconds. That's how you should be breathing. Last 10. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop those hips. You can roll yourself back up, and that's all we have for you today. I hope it was a great start to your morning. I always like getting some movement in the morning with y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Good luck with TechMan Tries. You keep working on that mileage, everybody. Take care. Yeah, thanks, Allie. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care.